The thing that you want, the car, the money, the wealth, the house, that is literally just a symbol of the feeling that resides behind that thing. Most of the things in life that we desire are a tangible thing. Again, a house, a car, a relationship. But the thing that we don't understand, and the way that we don't understand how manifestation works and how we understand that the availability of everything in this life is truly already ours, because we just have to change and release the old identities of it in order to grasp these things. And until you understand the distinction between a thing, a tangible symbol, a water bottle, for instance, maybe you want these new microphones, whatever it may be, maybe you want long, luscious hair, whatever it is, there is a reason behind that thing. It's not the thing that brings the happiness. Until you can remove them and make them separate, you will never be able to manifest or be able to acquire what you want. And I say manifest with quotations because we think that manifestation is, okay, I want a relationship, so I'm going to start thinking of a relationship. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to read about it. Is that a form of bringing it into your alignment? Yes, I believe that actively putting something in your peripheral view, for instance, let's use relationships. I'm probably going to be using this one a lot in today's episode because it's like 90% of the things that people want. I feel like people want two things in life: money or relationship. And so I'll probably use both of those because honestly, who doesn't want either of those, right? And so in order to gain, in order to have what you really desire, you need to feel it first. The thing itself, it could actually come without you feeling the emotion, right? Most people are searching for evidence before they actually feel. So, for instance, they're looking for that relationship. They want that relationship before they can feel happy. They think, once I get this relationship, then I'll be happy. You see, the issue is the evidence needs to come first. The evidence doesn't matter at all, because you could get a wonderful relationship. You could have an amazing partner who supports you, who loves you, who cares for you. And that happiness could never come because you didn't build that feeling, that foundation first. It's kind of like having discipline. If you want your dream body, but you don't have discipline, if you woke up in the morning and you are, your physique is your dream physique, okay? It's going to go away. If there is so many temptations out there: food, wine, alcohol, beverages, sitting, not walking, not moving. Just because you have your dream body doesn't mean that you have the discipline to keep it. And a lot of the times also, when we don't understand the distinction between the symbol and the feeling or the thing and how it's going to make us feel, we accidentally manifest things that are going to just be temporarily taking their place. Going back to the relationship, okay, you want a really solid relationship. Maybe you want to get married and you keep thinking about it. You keep thinking that, once you get married, everything's going to be fine. Your life will work. You'll get new opportunities, and you can travel, and you can be in love and all of these things, right? Because that's what we see, right? We see people who have maybe this wonderful embodiment of consciousness and presence with their partner, and it's because they actually had the feeling first, right? So say, for instance, you aspire for that, you see that, but you don't correlate it with the feeling, you don't correlate it with the consciousness, you correlate it with the symbol of these two people. And so now you're going to possibly accidentally manifest a temporary position symbol, whether it be a temporary moment of love bombing. Maybe it be a temporary moment of a relationship, but then it dwindles and it falls apart in a good or bad way, whatever it may be. Most relationships don't end in a good way, but you get what I'm trying to put on the table here. So if we don't understand that distinction, we're going to possibly accidentally keep having the universe send things that are going to tempt us, that are going to show us over and over and over. And it's like, hey, girl, you don't understand the real meaning of this symbol, right? You think that it's just a show thing, right? A nice car, money, a relationship. You think that it's just showy, right? It's going to fix your problems. It's not. Right? It's not. Something I love to talk about as well is relationships. Relationships also, and money and cars and houses and travel and freedom. All of these things, they really start within you. If you want to be happy with a partner, you have to be happy first. We all know this. It's 2026. We don't think that relationships bring happiness anymore. Of course, they bring happiness, but they add. They don't necessarily bring, they add on to your happiness. And so another person is not going to complete your half. They're just going to add to who you already are, which is a plus. Of course, it's an amazing plus. But feeling first, that's the manifestation trick. It's literally physics. It's not magic. It's not a broad, warped story that I'm telling you. This is the truth. I live it every single day. You can't broadcast arrival while transmitting hunger. It's not possible. If you secretly are so hungry for this thing, for this symbol, and you tell the universe, or you talk to your friends, or you broadcast on the internet even that, hey guys, like, I'm really, really happy. I'm going to be a millionaire in a year. But you're broadcasting from your soul, from your inside. You're quite literally broadcasting that you're so hungry, just even for $100. You're so hungry just to see $100. Why? Because you have a feeling attached to the money. Symbol chasing broadcast, I don't have it yet. Okay, so when we want $100, $1 million, $2 million, we broadcast. I don't have this. I want it, but I don't have it yet. Feeling embodiment broadcasts to the universe and source and our just divine beings that we know the feeling behind this. We understand the embodiment of the feeling. Not that, oh, I want $100 because now I can go on a trip with my friends. Nothing costs $100 nowadays, but you get what I mean. I want $100 so I can go on a trip with my friends. That feeling is freedom. That feeling is happiness and enjoyment that you're going to have with your friends. So now take the $100 away. You need to feel that now. You need to feel enjoyment with your friends. You need to be present with them. You need to have freedom in your relationships. Maybe you're actually broadcasting that you need $100 because you don't have that freedom in your relationship. Maybe you feel like you need to go on this trip, or one of your friends will be disappointed, or they'll be mad at you, whatever it may be. Sometimes we accidentally manifest and broadcast tangible things because there's underlying issues in the current scenarios and situations at hand. You need to bring the nervous system layer in here. Nervous system deals with everything in this life. Every single thing you can think of, the nervous system is part of that. A dysregulated body cannot hold what it says it wants. So again, if you want that dream body, like I said in the beginning of the video, or $1 million, or that relationship, is your nervous system regulated enough throughout the day where you could have a relationship? Or do you get mad when the train is 2 minutes late? Because that's the case and scenario, you're probably not regulated enough to have that relationship. Is that a bad thing? No, it is okay to admit that. When you admit that, that is your first step at getting closer to that relationship that you want. That's another thing. When we are searching for something so hard, something that we can grasp onto, $1 million, a freedom lifestyle, working remotely, whatever it may be, we 90% of the time aren't quite ready for that because maybe we haven't built the discipline, like I mentioned, or the understanding of the feeling. And one of the first things is really admitting that we don't maybe know this, or that we don't really understand how to become an embodiment of this feeling. That's okay. I live this daily as well. Maybe I do want a relationship, right? But I don't understand the embodiment of, okay, why would I want a relationship? It looks good on paper, but what is it actually bringing me feeling wise? Is it bringing me companionship? Is that what I'm searching for? Am I not giving myself companionship or validation? Of course, the list can go on. I just love to feed examples to you so you really understand what I'm trying to get at and what I'm trying to lay down here. With life and all of these understandings as a whole, there becomes a lot of identity shifts. We have to shift constantly throughout this being. You could be a different person in 6 months. You could be a different person tomorrow. You probably will be a different person tomorrow. You just won't recognize it yet. And that's the thing. We are constantly shifting our identity. In order to really step into this abundant life full of love, gratitude, and presence and consciousness, we constantly have to shift our identity. Those people that you see that have things just so easy, right? Your friend, or that woman you aspire to be, or that mentor that you've been training with for years, they're not chasing something. They have stopped auditing their own life. They're not trying harder. Yes, they probably have their bad days. Yes, they probably have difficult moments and times, and we all do, right? But the people who have really understood that the feeling underlying all of these things that we desire, their life gets a lot easier. There is a parallel state of being. The person that feels these things, again, relationship. It's like my favorite topic today, I guess. Relationship. Okay. What do we get from relationship? We get companionship. We get love. We get adornment. We get validation. Okay. Those are some solid things that we get in a relationship. The version of you who has this relationship, they already exist because you yourself can feel admiration, validation, love, companionship. You can feel that without another human being. You can literally in this moment change how you feel about a relationship as a whole. You can feel as if you're almost in a relationship right now. With this parallel existence, the person that exists right now, you watching this video, and the person that also exists with this thing that you desire, you can close the gap and create it to be one even line. You don't need to manifest it. You don't need to move. You don't need to speak. You don't need to publicly announce that you're going to be in a relationship in 7 months. You literally have to become her. And I know it sounds crazy. Like, girl, how do I become in a relationship this moment if I don't have any options, if I never meet people, if I never go out? That's not what I'm talking about. We're getting away from the feeling and we're going back to the thing. We need to bring it to the feeling. Okay. All right. I feel good in myself. I feel confident every morning. Maybe my dream partner loves to cook for me. Then you need to start cooking for yourself. You need to learn what you like. You need to practice how you exist, and you need to embody all the characteristics of the thing that you desire. You become the thing. You become the $1 million. You become the relationship. You become the car. You're never manifesting the thing. You're manifesting the feeling. You must stop chasing the symbol, and you need to become that person that already has that thing. There's 1,010 ways, and I've listed out a few examples in this video because I really want to put like true ways to actually transition your mind, your body, your spirit. That's what I embody here on this page. You know, presence, passion, consciousness, all of those things. But I find that sometimes I come across books or audio podcasts or even YouTube videos that are just so broad and they don't really click with me. Every now and then I have things that just click by nature because that is in alignment. But I also like examples. I'm a very visual learner. I like drawings and I like things being spoken out in not a like dumbed down refrainment. I feel like that's a really poor way to put it, but more of a simplistic but tangible way to grasp it. And so with everything that I've said today, you should now understand that your feelings are over here and the thing itself is here. The thing and the feeling do not relate. We just through societal beliefs, through unconsciousness behaviors, have correlated the feeling and attached it to something because going back to what I said earlier, we like evidence. We as human beings don't want to do anything if there's nothing coming from it. We don't want to go to work if we're not getting money. Why would we go to work if we're not getting paid, right? Everybody would say this. Well, the real reason of work and the real reason that, clocking in and clocking out or, doing your craft and your skill, because that's what literally work is. You're picking a skill and you're doing it every day. The real reason behind that is creativity. That's a feeling. Passion, that's a feeling. That's an embodiment, an embracement. That's why we go to work. We've lost a lot of things and we've lost the idea and the understanding of so many things in this existence because we've correlated it back to, well, I'm not getting anything out of that. Why would I go on a first date if I'm not getting anything from it? Am I getting a dinner? Am I going to get to go home with her? These are a lot of things we hear on a daily basis. Am I going to be able to, see them again? Why would I go on a first date if I can't see them again? Well, it's not really about seeing them again. If it happens, it happens. But it's more so about, wow, that moment was a precious moment in time and I got to meet somebody new and get new perspectives. And that feeling of arriving is exactly why you would go on that first date. Very intriguing how all of this works. And I hope that today's episode has been so teaching and inspirational for you to understand that you can have everything you want. Remember, it's parallel. You just have to close that gap. You just have to collapse it, and you can.